Hi everyone, Aram here. Whoa, what's that? Uh-oh, it's the eye. Hold on a second. I don't like that eye. Follows me around everywhere. The reason I'm making this video, to try to keep it short, is because I want to break this down into kind of simple terms. Uh, Slavery never ended. Okay, most of the population of the planet are slaves. There's slaves in Africa, slaves in South America, slaves in Asia. Um, Lots and lots of slaves, and uh, people in the United States, rich and poor, Mexicans, Guatemalans, Puerto Ricans. Cubans, African Americans, Chinese, Japanese, the Europeans, rich or poor, they're all they all belong to families that have connections all over the world. Um, Families that own tremendous resources, vast amounts of land, plantations, slaves, mines, oil fields, um, manufacturing everywhere. The Chinese restaurant owner here in the corner store might have an enormous family in China, and they own factories there and have thousands and thousands of employees, under paid employees that live in big dormitories and have no lives. And African Americans here are the ones who sold out the slaves of Africa, and they came here. A lot of them uh, have a lot of wealth. It may be in the underworld. It may not be above board, but that's because they are spirit here. There's What you all need to understand is that this problem is on all three species: the Denisovan, Asia, Neanderthal, Europe, and Sapien, Africa. These wealthy elite families that have been together doing their thing for 50,000 years. All right, they go way back, and they're all connected to networks all over the world. They use networks. NGOs, they use foreign exchange students, they use the foreign intelligence services, the FBI, the CIA, the Scotland Yard. I mean, the whole they're tied in. They got this whole world tied up, wrapped up, and what they do is they make believe that the problems in the world, all the subjugation and whatnot, they frame it as a problem inside the United States for people in the United States. They say, "Oh, look, Black Lives Matter," and then the poor Japanese in World War II, and oh, those Jews, World War II. The violin, do 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 do. They bring out the violin for everyone in the United States who's suffered. When in fact, the people in the United States are the problem. In Europe, they all three species and mixtures own vast amounts of resources all over the planet and run basically the slave ship. Plantations in Cuba, mines in Africa, um, labor in China, um, labor in farming in South America. The Mayans are here. They're here. The Denisovans are here. The Neanderthals are here. They make believe they're underprivileged and abused by the system, but that's a lot of it's manufactured abuse. Yeah, and they really, these people don't give a crap. They throw out their own. Oh, you need some people to throw in a prison. The African Americans are like, you need some people to throw in a prison. Oh, just take them. I don't care. We gave up. We've been trading slaves forever. You know that. And, Guatemalans and Mexicans here, they're like, oh, yeah, take them. We don't care. We sacrifice them anyway on all those pyramids that the Neanderthal helped us build. And the Chinese are like, ugh, dime a dozen, dime a dozen. Price is going down, get 15 for 10. These people are nasty. And that's the problem. The bottom line is that we're ruled by nasty people who have been doing business together for tens of thousands of years, and they use the Trinity of false narratives to just tell stories and make us all think. They make us look over there when we should be looking at them. Okay? Right at them. Square at them. They're the problem. And, it's sad to have it all come down to haves and have nots, but really that is the problem. We got some haves. They're well connected. They own everything. They're a small number. They're a minority. And we got the have-nots, which is a very large, vast amount of people that are very unhappy and abused. So, what are we going to do? You know, we need to think quick on our feet. We got to get Africa. Africa's got to heal. All those people in Africa that have been being used for all this time by our African American friends here in the United States, they've got to get on their feet. They got to get some independence and get some self-awareness and actualize. And same with Asia, same with Russia. All these people that are tucked away that no one gets to see, who are basically enslaved by the Trinity and the elite Satan class, warrior class. They need liberation. This is about liberating the slaves. There's only two ways to go. You can go up with the Satan and warrior class, or you can go down with the slave class. There is no middle. There's no intelligentsia anymore with truth. So it's really just you gotta choose. And I chose the slave class. I prefer them. I like them because they're real. I think they're more willing to embrace truth. That's for sure. And I'm all about truth. And I want to say one last thing about these mixed relations here in the Satan class. They basically humiliate each other. You got to extort each other. They have the African violating the European, and you have the Chinese being cuckolded, and you have mutilating young Neanderthals, and all kinds of terrible things that are happening at the top. They're awful. They're awful people. And they shouldn't be in charge. They're animals. Basically, they're animals. They definitely have a skill set, and they have tools that have been passed down for many generations, and they're very powerful. They have all the institutions. They have all the industries, but that doesn't make them better. And they're just resting on the silver spoon. I come from some humble beginnings. I'm not a lot to talk about, but look at me. Took a sheet of paper and I changed the world. And I caught them off guard, and now everyone's flipping out. So what does that say about them and how strong they are? Okay, you build strength on truth. That's never going to change. Okay. They built their castles on sand. They didn't tell the truth, and now they're going to get what they get. All right, and it's about time, and I just hope we all can make it through without too much bloodshed. And I know there's an awful lot going on, and it's really terrible, and I feel really horrible about it. I wish there was something I could do to get us through this without that happening, but it's really out of my control. I'm not going to back down from telling the truth, though. We have three fathers and three mothers. It's the truth of the Trinity. Okay? You have a good day and take care. Bye.